Okay, so this is a review video of how to calculate the surface area to volume ratio of a cylinder. So I think it's pretty straightforward how to calculate the surface area to volume ratio of other shapes, of a sphere and a cube and cuboids, but the challenging one is this cylinder, so I thought I'd take you step by step through how to do it. So with the cylinder I've got here, the circular part at the end has a radius of 2 centimeters and it's 12 centimeters long. That's the key information we need. So to calculate the surface area of one end of the cylinder, that is the circle, we use the formula for surface area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So the calculation we need to do for this example is 3.142, that's pi, multiplied by 2 squared, and that gives us 12.6 centimeters squared for one end of the cylinder, one circular end. We've obviously got two circular ends, so we need to multiply that value by 2, and that gives us 25.2 centimeters squared. So we've got the total surface area of either end. Now we need the surface area of the main body of the cylinder. So let's imagine that our cylinder is a roll of wallpaper or carpet or a rug, and we roll it out. And what we get if we roll out our cylinder is a rectangle. So we have the length, we know, is 12 centimeters, and the width is what we want to find out. It's what we don't know. If we can find that out, we can just do a calculation as if we're calculating the surface area of a rectangle. What we do know is that width is equal to the circumference of a circle. So that's the calculation that we need to do. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So the calculation here, we can do that with the information we've got. So 2 multiplied by pi, 3.142, multiplied by 2, the radius, gives us 12.6 centimeters squared. Now all we need to do is multiply that by the length to get the surface area, and that is 151.2 centimeters squared in this case. So now we have the surface area of either end of the cylinder and the surface area of the body of the cylinder. So all we need to do next is just add those together. 25.2 plus 151.2 gives us a total of 176 centimeters squared for the surface area of that cylinder. So then we need to calculate the volume. So volume of a cylinder is the area of the circle, that's one end of the cylinder, multiplied by its length. So we've already done this actually in terms of calculating the surface area for one end of the circle. So it's pi r squared again, 3.142 multiplied by 2 squared, that gives us 12.6 centimeters squared. And then we just multiply that by the length, which is 12, and that gives us a value of 151 centimeters cubed for the volume. So our final step to work out the surface area to volume ratio, well, with the values we've got, that's 176 to 151, but obviously we want to simplify that. Just divide 176 by 151, and we get a final surface area to volume ratio of the cylinder of 1.16 to 1. So you can just apply that process to the calculation of any cylinder to work out its surface area to volume ratio.